Okay, what is your full name?
My full name is Jorge Alberto Hernandez Cifredo.
Okay. Where were you born?
I was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Okay, cool. Okay. Now, where do you currently live?
I currently live in Laredo, Texas.
Okay. Okay, let's go on to the questions now. Okay.
Now, you missed one question.
What?
My birthday.
Oh, okay, sorry. When is your birthday?
Okay, it's December 17, 1972.
Okay. Now, to the questions. Okay, the first question. What was it like growing up in Puerto Rico?
Well, it was different than here because I guess it's an island and the culture is different. So it was a good childhood. And I grew up with my parents most of my life. A lot of sports and a lot of playing, a lot of friends. So I guess it was, between the beach, we go a lot to the beach. We have a lot of family life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good or nice to live in Puerto Rico.
Okay. What was the hardest part about leaving Puerto Rico?
Well, the hardest part about living was leaving most of my family behind because, I left with my wife at the time and my kids and, but my mom, my three brothers, my dad. So, my dad lived in Florida at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, my grandma, my cousin, nephews, everybody, lived in Puerto Rico. So the hardest part was leaving my family, especially my immediate family, was my mom and my brothers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What inspired you to join the Air Force?
Well, I always wanted to join the military, but before I didn't join anything before because my mom was sick, was diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I waited until all the cancer she was never cured, but the cancer was on remission, so she was okay. And at that point, one of my dreams was to join the military. And I looked at different services. I looked into the Marines. I looked into the Army. But at that point, the one that I liked the most was the Air Force.
Okay.
Plus another reason was economic reasons. At that point, I was already married. You were my only child at the time. But I was working like 3 jobs. So between everything, when you're in the Air Force, it was just going to be one job. Because in Puerto Rico, things are a little bit hard economically, I guess. So that's why I joined the Air Force. I wanted to join the military, and I thought it was like the right time to join.
Okay. If you could have had any other job, what would it have been and why?
Well, I was a teacher, and I like it to be a teacher. I would say to be a teacher because actually I liked the teaching. Mm-hmm. The only bad thing about the teaching it was the pay. So I guess at that point, especially in Puerto Rico, like I said, I have like 3 jobs. So if I wouldn't have any other job, I would stay teaching, but it wouldn't. It was gonna be just hard for the whole family.
Mm-hmm. What was your job or assignment in the Air Force? Like, what did you do?
Well, actually, I have several jobs. when I joined, I was a space system operator.
Space system
I was
operator?
a space system operator. That was the job that I was trained for. But as a job trainer, as a space system operator, you could have different jobs.
Uh-huh.
So my first assignment, which was in Denver, Colorado, it was missile warning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much we were like they call it a flight, but it was like a squad, and all we did was watching for missiles to go to different parts of the world. So pretty much I sit down watching a screen, and I just watch for missiles, big missiles, small missiles. It's a system of satellites that can see this stuff. So we learn how to use those systems to watch for missiles and let people in the ground to know, hey, there is a missile going to this player or this other place. But we're talking about big missile, not like big missiles.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first assignment. My second assignment, because I was an athlete, I was a boxer for the Air Force. They actually allowed me to box full time, so I was a boxer full time for 2 years. So I was able to, I boxed with the U.S. Olympic team. I boxed for the Air Force team. I went to a lot of places to box with the Air Force. And my last assignment was space launch. So pretty much we were part of the team that launched like satellites, like missiles. It was made like missile testing to space. And we also test the plane. Like at that time, the F-22, that is the plane that uses the Air Force now. At that time, it wasn't the plane that they were using, but we were testing it when I was in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
So my last assignment was space launch.
Cool. How did your job make a difference in the community?
Well, everybody that is in the military is going to make a difference in the community because we are protecting the nation. Mm-hmm. So all the liberties that every United States citizen enjoying is in part of that is saying to our military people. So there are I don't know millions, but there are thousands of jobs in the military from the military police, from the special forces, from the space operators, from the guy that drives the truck, the guy that is in the office. So everybody is part of the military, and everybody moves that big machine, whether it's the military, in my case, the Air Force. So our impact in the community is that we protect, that's the time we protect the freedom that we actually have.
Okay. What did you do for fun when you weren't working?
Well, my fun was the boxing, and I was actually I did boxing and kickboxing. So, and in those times, mixed martial arts didn't exist again. So, it was the start of the mixed martial arts. So, my fun time it was doing my boxing and my kickboxing and going to competition and going to the gym. That's what I enjoyed for many years. So that was my time, I guess. Hello?
Hello?
Next.
Okay. Where did you travel while you were in the Air Force, and what was it like?
The only travel overseas that I did, it was Tahiti. contract was here in the States. California, Colorado, San Antonio, Georgia, actually, where else? I cannot remember everywhere I travel. I know I traveled to a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the places were here in the States. No, the only place outside the state was Tahiti. And it was fun, to see different people, to see different states, in the state of Tahiti, to see different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And the main thing I didn't travel outside the U.S. is because of my job, because my assignment was here in the U.S. We didn't deploy because of the space systems that we use. You don't have that everywhere. It was more here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you ever think that you would join the Air Force? What did you think you were going to do when you were older?
Well, I knew at some point I would join the military.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I was joining specifically the Air Force. I never. I think the way I think, I never thought what I was gonna do. I just, I went. I finished my high school. I went to college. I got my jobs. And every time I got a job, I just tried to get, a better job, a better pay. So, I end up, whatever I end up, I just tried. My goal was to progress in life, to make sure my family progress with me. So, I guess that's my answer.
What was it like having to move to different places, like whenever they would change you to different places?
Well, it was challenging because, every time you move to a different place, it's a new start. You need to find a new place to stay. Like when we moved to Denver, there was no military housing, so we had to find a place to stay there. When we went to California, we have really nice military houses. So everywhere you move is a challenge because it's a new place. You need to find new friends, new life, new places to go, new things to do. But all changes are hard, and most people, I guess, are scared, or maybe not scared, but they don't like changes. But I think changes, is what makes us progress.
Mm-hmm.
So it's challenging, but it's doable, and a challenge that life brings, we just have to take them and work with that. So it wasn't bad, everywhere we go, we end up finding friends, finding something to do, finding good schools, everything. So it's sad to leave a place, but it's a new beginning. That's the way we see it at that time.
Okay. Where was your favorite place that you were stationed, and why?
My favorite place was California. We were at the, like I said, in base. But the area that we were, it was in Vandenberg Air Force Base, which is located in Lompoc, California. It's kind of in the center, close to Santa Barbara. So, but it was in the, I don't know, it's called the wine district, where all the wineries are. So that just means that the weather is not too hot, it's not too cold, and we have many places around. So we were able to go to, we have like LA. LA was like a 3-hour drive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next question. Let me ask you again. What was your least favorite part of being in the Air Force, and why?
The least favorite part was the deployment, or the moving around. You sign up for that, and that's part of your contract. But it's not bad to move, but it's not good either. So I think that's the worst part, that you have to keep moving. You cannot settle anywhere because every 4 years, that they're going to move you somewhere.
Mm. And what did you learn from all your experiences in the Air Force?
Well, I cannot say specifically one thing that I learned. I guess I learned many things, things from, to being organized, to learn about how to do my, finances, and how to deal with people, how to manage people, how to be a leader. I learned a lot in the Air Force. It's stuff that you can transfer to your civilian life. So specifically what I learned, I guess I learned a lot, which, all that what I learned, make me, I guess, a little bit more wiser to make decisions in my life.
Okay. And what was your favorite part about being in the Air Force and why?
My favorite part, I guess, was my experiences and everything that I learned. Everywhere we went, we met different people. We were able to have new experiences. Like we moved to Denver. Was where we first moved. So we were able. We never saw snow ever until we got there. So we learned, what snow was, and we saw. I think we saw too much snow. But everywhere we were, we met new people, we met new friends that we still have. So I guess my favorite part was to meet so many good people.
Okay. And now, finally, the last question is: would you change anything about being in the Air Force? Why or why not?
No, I don't think I would have changed anything. I guess, everything that happened for a reason. I guess, everything good and everything bad. But, it was my decision to join, and you sign up to join. And I'm proud to say that I was in the military and I was part of the Air Force. And, and everything I learned, everything I did happen, like I said, for a reason. So I wouldn't change anything really. Everywhere I went, I like it. I like some places more than others, but I think in general I wouldn't change anything.
Okay. Well, Bobby, thank you for doing this interview.
Okay, but that's it?
Yes.